in what is one of the most jankiest setups ever. I'm here in an airport in China, but Toyota have just released and revealed the new Land Cruiser Mini. They're calling it the 2026 Land Cruiser FJ, and it is something you guys have wanted, I have wanted, everyone has wanted, and it is looking even better than expected, though there are a couple of caveats which I do need to tell you about. So let's just quickly talk about it. It launches in Japan in mid next year, so actually quite soon, but unfortunately there are no plans to bring it to Australia. That is what Toyota Australia are saying, but if there's enough pressure and enough of you guys in the comment section talking about this, sharing the video and getting it out there, then hey, we might actually have a good chance of getting it. And I really, really want it because it's actually built on the same IMV platform shared with something like a Hilux Champ, which is a tiny little ute that we don't get in Australia, but it's something that I think we all want, and also means that it's quite similar to that of a Suzuki Jimny. It's similar in size to something like a RAV4 or a Corolla Cross, and about 600 millimeters longer than a Suzuki Jimny XL. So it's bigger than you expect, but I think the dimensions of it are just right. And we'll talk about the exterior in just a moment. So Toyota is actually positioning this as like an accessible off-roader, which kind of sounds like it could be relatively affordable, especially if it's built on the Toyota Hilux Champ platform, which starts in Thailand in like the low 20,000 Australian dollar range. Might even be under 20,000. It's a cheap vehicle, so this could also be that, and it is a proper off-roader. However, it is likely to be excluded from Australia for a few reasons. One, safety might not be all that great for it, but also because of emissions and compliance regulations, particularly Euro 6D regulations. It might just be blocked, which does kind of suck. And importing cars from Japan in Australia has also gotten quite difficult recently, as you may know. So yeah, bringing it to Australia might be quite hard unless enough of us yell and maybe they put in a different engine. But let's talk about this. So the exterior is this really boxy and retro design, and it's supposed to be inspired by the previous generation of FJ Cruiser, which was a very weird looking vehicle when it first came out, but now is an absolute cult classic. That came with a 6-cylinder engine known for being the thirstiest 6-cylinder on planet Earth. You would need to fill up about 100 times if you decided to, drive 100 kilometers, but a very reliable and good engine despite being a very thirsty engine. It's a very square body with flared guards and a spare wheel on the back, which is good to see. It's also a very customization focused, very modular. For example, you can remove parts of the front and rear bumper to make it a better off-roader as well. So it comes as either circular headlights or C-clamp headlights. I really like the circular headlights. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But also comes with Toyota block lettering on there too, like a heritage lettering. Very nice. So in terms of dimensions, its length is 4,575 millimeters, its width is 1,855 millimeters, its height is 1,960 millimeters, so actually really quite tall, and a wheelbase of 2,580 millimeters, or about 270 millimeters less than a current generation Land Cruiser Prado. So it's deceptively big actually, but it's got a tight 11-meter turning radius according to Toyota. Its interior very much matches that of the new Land Cruiser 250 series and Prado, with a horizontal dash layout. It's got a 12.3-inch infotainment display with navigation, 7-inch driver cluster, and physical switchgear as well, which is good to see. I hate when things go into the screen, so it's great that it's all kind of laid out, and I think it's a really good-looking interior as well. It's got heated steering wheel, heated front seats, dual-zone climate control. Ooh, that's a fancy feature in what could be a relatively cheap car, and parking cameras are also shown. It does have a conventional handbrake though, which again kind of points to the fact that it is built on a cheaper, older platform, but I don't mind that, especially considering that the cost amortization or the cost spread across the life cycle of this platform is so long that it's relatively cheap to produce, and it will be being produced, by the way, in Thailand as well. Now, in terms of drivetrain and off-roading, I think this is the most exciting part. So it's powered by Toyota's 2TR FE. It's a 2.7 litre naturally aspirated 4-cylinder petrol engine. Right now, it's the only engine confirmed. It puts out 120 kilowatt of power, 246 newton meters of torque, and it's paired with a 6-speed Aisin automatic transmission and part-time 4-wheel drive, meaning it's a rear-wheel drive, but you can lock the center diff and get 50% of power and torque sent to the front wheels, but only off-road. And its underpinnings are actually shared with the entry-level Hilux Workmate and Japan's base spec Prado. There's also no hybrid or diesel option yet, but it is kind of likely. There are rumors swirling that a diesel will be coming, and I've listed out those engines in a previous video. I'll leave a link down below. But suffice to say, it's not going to be the most powerful vehicle out there, but it should certainly still be capable. Interestingly, Toyota claims that it has an equivalent wheel articulation with the Toyota 70 series series, which is renowned for its off-roading capabilities, even though it's a very, very old platform. So that's kind of crazy if true. It's also got coil sprung suspension front and rear, so don't worry, no leaf spring suspension like a Ute, with an independent front and a live axle at the rear. So again, a proper off-roader. It's also got a low range transfer case, a locking rear differential, hill descent control, and a second gear start mode just to enable you, if you are in mud or something like that, you don't spin the wheels. And off-road tuning has apparently been benchmarked with the Land Cruiser 70 series. So like I said, this could be a really formidable off-roader and really bring some strong competition to a Suzuki Jimny, for example. But we'll have to wait to see what like approach and departure angles are, considering though you can take off parts of the bumpers, it might actually be quite good. And there has been extensive off-road tests to make sure that it lives up to the Land Cruiser-ness of the name. They don't want to put a Land Cruiser badge on just anything. And it's being fully revealed at the Tokyo Motor Show, like we thought, in just a couple of weeks' time. So again, make sure you are subscribed because we'll talk more about it then. But so far, that's kind of it. We've had the revealing. We know what it's coming with. And let me know again in the comment section if they should bring it. Toyota do read all the comments in this video. So definitely put down there if you want to see it in Australia or in whatever country you're in. Because yeah, I think this could be a really good car. We need more cheap, affordable, reliable off-roaders. And I think that this could definitely be it. But if it doesn't come to Australia, that's a massive missed opportunity. I really think so. And in terms, by the way, of starting price, if it came to Australia, you would expect it to start somewhere in like the mid 40,000s, I would imagine, maybe even high 40s. But even then, that's pretty affordable for a Toyota off-roader. Please do like the video and share it with a friend. It really helps the channel out, and subscribe if you are new. We have plenty more content on this coming, especially as it does start to shape up very shortly. This is exciting, but I've got to get on a plane soon and leave China. Ciao for now.